This past February marked the 20th anniversary of the release of Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler and company probably couldn't have predicted that the success of this film and Billy Madison would kick off a production company named after the two films, a series of financially successful, if not critically successful, films, and millions of dollars of box office revenue. Happy Gilmore has a large, devoted fan base, and it makes sense. The movie hits a perfect sweet spot of silly and heartful, and it is endlessly quotable. From Chubbs to Ben Stiller's Hal to Happy himself, this story of a hockey player turned golfer has become a legitimate comedy classic. In honor of the release of Adam Sandler's latest, The Do-Over, we decided to take a look back at some lesser-known facts surrounding the 1996 comedy. Here are 10 things you didn't know about Happy Gilmore. Before the start of the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe to channel. Let's get started. 10. Happy Gilmore was based on a real person. Happy Gilmore follows the story of a young hockey player with an anger management problem who turns to golf when he is expelled from the hockey league. The character of Happy is outrageous in a number of ways, so it came as quite a surprise to us to learn that he's actually based on a real human being. Adam Sandler based Happy off of his childhood friend, Kyle. Kyle was a hockey player who would get very passionate about the game. He also frequently played golf with Sandler and his dad. Kyle is now a teacher in Sandler's hometown, where he coaches the high school hockey team. We're unsure if Kyle has ever whacked a clown's nose off his face at a mini golf course, but it's probably a safe bet that he has. 9. Christopher McDonald almost wasn't Shooter McGavin. What would Happy Gilmore be without Christopher McDonald as Shooter McGavin? The actor's smarmy performance as Gilmore's villainous rival was essential to the film's success. His chemistry with Sandler is uproarious, and their relationship ranks among the funniest protagonist-antagonist relationships in comedy history. Surprisingly, we came very close to a version of Happy Gilmore without McDonald. He actually turned down the role twice, saying he was tired of playing villains. It wasn't until he met with Sandler that he changed his mind. McDonald has since said that taking the role was one of the best moves of his career. 8. Kevin Costner almost was Shooter McGavin. It's hard to imagine now, but there was almost a time when Shooter McGavin would have been played by Dances with Wolves himself, Kevin Costner. The producers reportedly offered the villainous role to Costner, but he turned them down. He chose instead to make another golf comedy, Tin Cup. Costner wasn't even the only actor who almost stepped into Shooter's golf shoes. Bruce Campbell apparently wanted the role and lobbied hard for it. Eventually, though, McDonald took the role, and the rest is comedic history. While Costner certainly would have lent the film a level of class, and Campbell would have provided some campy fun, we just can't picture Happy Gilmore without McDonald in the villain's role. Can you imagine anyone other than McDonald hissing the line, "You lay another finger on me, I burn the house down and piss on the ashes"? We certainly can't. 7. Ben Stiller was uncredited. Ben Stiller's star was on the rise in the early 90s, but he chose to take the role of the nursing home orderly without receiving credit. In fact, if you pay attention, no character in the film ever even uses his character's name. The only hint of his identity we're given is the fact that his name tag says Hal L. Credited or not, Ben Stiller is one of the funniest characters in a movie full of them. His character of a cruel orderly at a nursing home seems ripped straight out of an SNL sketch. In fact, we wouldn't mind seeing an entire spin-off film focusing slowly on Hal the orderly, provided he gets thrown out a window at the end. 6. Bob Barker did his own stunts, was generally awesome. Possibly the most famous scene in Happy Gilmore is the fistfight between Bob Barker and Happy. The scene is as funny now as it was when the movie premiered. You'll appreciate the scene even more when you learn the insane backstory involved. Bob Barker had actually studied Tang Soo Do karate for decades under none other than Chuck Norris. That's right, the Price is Right host could probably break your nose without breaking a sweat. So when the time came to come to fisticuffs with Sandler, Barker insisted on doing his own stunts. In fact, he had refused to do the role until he learned that he wins the fight. If you don't love Bob Barker already, that's more than enough reason now. 5. That fist fight won the first MTV Movie Award for Best Fight. Not only did that iconic scuffle involve a former karate champion, it also led to an entirely new award at the MTV Movie Awards. The punch-out between Gilmore and the Price is Right host won the very first MTV Movie Award for Best Fight. The award has since been given to such glamorous kerfuffles as Will Smith vs. Edgar the Bug in Men in Black, Yoda vs. Christopher Lee in Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, and most recently to Ryan Reynolds vs. Ed Skrein in Deadpool. And it all started on the golf course in 1996. And while we certainly enjoyed Deadpool a great deal, we can't help but feel that the first winner might be the best. 4. Adam Sandler won a Razzie for his performance. Best Fight wasn't the only honor awarded to Happy Gilmore that year. Adam Sandler was also nominated for a Razzie for his performance as the titular character. Sandler did not wind up taking the award home, though. That prize was given to Pauly Shore for Biodome and Tom Arnold for 3 different movies he was in. Happy Gilmore seems to have enjoyed a better reputation than any of the other films nominated that year. And truthfully, if the Razzie voters had known Jack and Jill was on the horizon, they might not have been so hard on Sandler for Happy Gilmore. Let's hope they're a little kinder to the do-over next year. 3. Happy Gilmore was a box office smash. Despite receiving some Razzies and some pretty scathing reviews, Happy Gilmore made a huge smash at the box office that year. The movie was made on a $12 million budget and raked in about $42 million at the box office. The success of this film, combined with the success of Billy Madison, encouraged Sandler to start his own production company, Happy Madison Productions. This movie also began the trend of Sandler's movies basically being critic-proof. No matter what the reviews say, audiences tend to flock to his summer comedies in droves, seeing anything from Click to Grown Ups. With Sandler's new 4-movie Netflix deal, we aren't able to see the viewers he's reaching, but it's safe to say there's still a large audience indulging in this particular brand of man-child humor. 2. The Price is Right ratings increased after Happy Gilmore. We just can't overemphasize the cultural impact that Bob Barker fight had on society. Not only did it imprint itself on the comedy landscape forever, it actually increased viewership for Barker's game show, The Price is Right. Nielsen ratings indicated a significant increase in viewership for the daytime game show after Happy Gilmore premiered, particularly in the young viewer demographic. It would seem all the teenagers who loved the movie wanted to see more of that white-haired karate expert. The ratings increase for Price is Right funnily mirrors the plot of the movie itself, with younger viewers tuning into a more traditional old-fashioned event, golf in the movie's case, after an outrageous star becomes involved. Sometimes facts follow fiction. 1. The DEVO frontman did the movie's score. Mark Mothersbaugh, famously known as the front band of the rock band DEVO, actually composed the score for Happy Gilmore. That's right, the singer behind Whip It put together the music for this Adam Sandler comedy. Mothersbaugh is actually a very prolific composer these days, having done the music for a variety of films, from 21 Jump Street to the Lego Movie to a number of Wes Anderson films. Most recently, he has composed the music for the Will Forte show, The Last Man on Earth. We're not saying these scores are as great as the DEVO catalog, but he certainly lends them a certain je ne sais quoi. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to channel, and turn on post notifications to see more of our future videos. With that said, keep enjoying our videos, and I'll see you in the next video.